The FM24 winter update has dropped, and I've got a shortlist today between 50 and 60 players to show you the best new wonder kids on the game, including goalkeepers, right backs, centre backs, left backs, every single position. There's 5 or 6 players that you can take your fancy from, including is a shortlist, and I've simmed forward 7 years so we can see some of these players in their prime. So without further ado, let me show you the best new wonder kids on the winter update of FM24. Starting off then with the goalkeepers is number 1, Lucas Canizares with 163 potential ability in the Real Madrid B team, and his stats look absolutely fantastic. 16 area reach, 16 jump and reach, great determination, 21 years of age, so isn't too raw to kick things off, and a value between 4 and 11.5 million pounds. Number 2 is Rome Jaden Owusu-Aduro. Now this guy was very good pre-winter update, but has had a big old buff on this version. 118 current ability, 160 potential ability, so both of these goalkeepers could be in and around the lower championship level. Rome Jaden Owusu-Aduro, a value between 6 and 19 million pounds. Now I'm going to get this out of the way nice and early. Do not be angry if there are certain players that are not on this shortlist that you love on your saves. I have pretty much gone ahead and looked through the best ones that I could find, 60 of them in particular, and they all look absolutely fantastic. In the comments down below, to help people out, why not get your suggestions in there as well, because it helps everyone out. Just be nice in the comments and get your wonder kids down there as well. Number 3 is Tommaso Martinelli. This guy's 159 potential ability. He's just 17 years of age, and I've got no idea who this kid is, but he looks absolutely fantastic. Only a 90 current ability, so not going to be good enough straight away, but give him some game time, get him in the under 21s, and he looks absolutely fantastic, between 2 and 6 million pounds. Murray Johnson was again decent on pre-winter update. Now he looks even better. 157 potential ability, and has potential to be not only a very good Premier League goalkeeper, but Scotland's number 1. And the final one for goalkeepers is Jonas Urbing from Greuther Fürth in the 2nd tier of Germany. This guy looks absolutely brilliant. There's a reason his value is between 10 and 30 million pounds. 16 determination, great rushing out, very well rounded in terms of every single goalkeeping stat, and simply looks absolutely brilliant. Now don't worry, some of these guys won't have this exact potential on your game. Some players have a potential ability range between the likes of 150 and 180, 170 and 200. I think it's 140 and 170 as well. So someone like Jonas Urbing might have that 140 to 170 on your save. It might not turn out fantastic, but he could turn out as a 170 credibility goalkeeper, which would be absolutely outrageous. So just keep an eye on these players in your saves. Some of them might not be absolutely fantastic, but this is a very good range of the players that should be very good on your saves. Moving on to right back, I have to mention Michael Kiyode, as because FM themselves have highlighted this guy as to be a fantastic young right back from the winter update, and I can see that straight away as well. Normally this guy isn't normally ready for first team football. Right now he looks absolutely ridiculous as soon as he's started the game. Potential ability of 172. I'm very interested to see what he grows into after 7 years of simulation and where he is going to be as well. Don't get me wrong, that is all going to be coming as soon as we've gone through every single position. We're going to have a quick skip through the current players and how they have grown. Leo Sherrar is at Newcastle. His stats don't look very good right now, but at 16 years of age, 155 potential ability is very, very good. And Hector 4 is someone that I have used pre-winter update, who did grow very, very well in mine and Josh Daly's versus rebuild of AC Milan versus Inter Milan. He actually became my starting right back at AC Milan, but he has had a big old buff in this winter update. He is 16 years of age, 152 potential, looks absolutely brilliant. And Ilario Montessori as well is someone that I've never really seen. He's a centre-back / right back. For me, a very, very good right back. Very good crossing and dribbling, very good speed. He can also be an unbelievable centre-back. He has got 151 potential ability, 128 current ability, and is brand new to me. And I do start a lot of players doing rebuilds every single week. That is normally what we do here on the channel. So if this is the first time coming on, subscribe to the channel down below if you love rebuilds. You'll see a lot of these players get purchased very, very soon. The next one is Tristan Gouzier from Ajax. This guy looks brilliant. A 150 potential ability, bombing up and down that right-hand side. Can also play in centre-back, left-back. This is a very Ajax thing, having players that can play in pretty much any position. So Tristan looks brilliant. And moving on to centre-backs, we have young man Samson Baidu with 167 potential ability, 123 current ability. Austrian centre-back who I have never seen before. He looks absolutely brilliant. To be fair, his stats look very, very good right off the bat that, and with that sort of credibility, is a top-level Championship player, lower-half Premier League player, 19 years of age. Looks absolutely brilliant. Robert Renian from Internazionale looks absolutely fantastic as well. 166 potential ability, a £17.5 million maximum value. As you kick things off, I'm going to be very interested to see where he ends up. Radi Dragusin has had a big boost in this winter update, and he's one that I certainly wanted to bring in to this 60-man shortlist. Obviously, he's just moved to Spurs, so he might not be available to buy. He's very expensive, but before winter update, he was useless. I've done a Tottenham rebuild, and I couldn't get this guy ticking at all. Now, he will be an absolute stalwart in them Tottenham saves. It looks brilliant. Beraldo, I believe, is a brand new signing over at PSG, a young Brazilian, 19 years of age, 164 potential, same as Radu Dragusin, and looks absolutely brilliant. Very well-rounded. I can even drop in to that CDM role, which is lovely to see. Callum Doyle over at Leicester has progressed very well as well. Some very well-rounded stats. A ridiculous value. That English tax is real on FM, and you see that more than ever in the Championship as well. 55 million. I won't be paying that, but he does look very good. And someone of the very similar ability, just a little bit worse, of Aruna Sangate over at HAC Harve. He looks absolutely brilliant. Great aggression, great defensive trio of heading, marking and tackling, and great determination. 7 to 23 million is half Callum Doyle and only 2 years older. Very good player. Next up is centre-back for Valladolid at 129 current ability, 161 potential ability. It is Flavian Enzo Boyomo, 21 years of age, 8.8 to 27 million pounds. Again, everyone in this shortlist is under the age of 21, so he makes it in. He looks absolutely brilliant. Again, that trillion of defensive stats is great physical attributes. 5'11", absolutely fantastic, and for that sort of price is certainly worth going ahead to pick up. Ashley Phillips has returned. I haven't seen him pre-winter update on FM. He is at Plymouth and absolutely smashing it on loan from, I believe, Tottenham Hotspur. He is 6'4" with ridiculous physical stats, and his stats are brilliant, and it's good to see that he's back, because pre-winter update, I haven't seen him once. He looks brilliant there. A brand new one in Mamadou Sarr as well, 17 years of age, with great jump and reach, great heading, great determination, great decision making, great marking, great tackling. Value of 3 to 10 million over in Belgium at 17. It could be a bargain pickup. And finally, over at Frosinone, we've already touched on him, is Ilaria Montessori. He was the guy that could also play at right back, which is very exciting. Moving over to the left backs, we have Patrick Lanza from Sporting. Again, someone I have signed pre-winter update, but has had a massive boost with 18 determination, great dribbling and crossing, great physical stats. Looks like an absolute stud at left back with such a small value, potential ability of 164. What a player. Harry Amas is a player that I am so glad has had a big old update. You can tell behind me, I'm a Manchester United fan. Harry Amas is training with the first team. I'm not surprised he had a big old boost up to 159 potential ability, which is absolutely brilliant. To give you some sort of reference of how good that is, Luke Shaw is 159 ability right now, 28 years of age. Harry Amas could get to that level, and he's only 16, so very exciting if you can get him up to that sort of level. Alex Vale over at Levante is a very good attacking left back as well, with great natural fitness, great determination, decent value on him at just 19 years of age, playing in the second tier of Spain. If they don't get promoted, I imagine you could pick this guy up for an absolute bargain. Jaden Megahoma is over at Southampton and looks absolutely brilliant. Again, very good crossing and dribbling, great pace. Again, a very good attacking left back, but could also play at centre back according to this. He's not the tallest. I'd probably steer clear, but you never know. You could grow him into that. That English tax of 30 million is extremely expensive. And then finally, Tom Roth over at Kiel in the second tier of the Bundesliga. 3.9 to 12 million pound value. So well rounded. 6'4". I'd get him as centre back and I'd love life. Tom Roth looks absolutely brilliant. Then we're going to go on into centre midfield, CDM and Cam all at once, because there is a lot of these and it's very hard to separate them all. And the guy with the highest potential ability, remember, in my save, not in your save potentially, it might be Koi Mainu. In this one, it's Adam Wharton over at Crystal Palace, newly moved from Blackburn. He has had a monster boost because this guy was great pre-winter update. Now he is unstoppable. A 180 potential ability player is, on the edge of winning the Ballon d'Or. Just below, a Ballon d'Or is about 188 to 190. I think that's what Mbappe is as you kick up the game. This guy, 16 passing, 16 technique, 16 first touch, great determination, unbelievable player, 19 years of age. You're starting a Palace save, you are in luck. And a brand new player that I have never seen before is Franco Mastanuano. This guy looks absolutely outrageous, and he's 15 years of age. He was born in 2007, the 14th of August, with 15 finishing, 14 19 dribbling, 17 flair. Ridiculous attributes here in the physicals. Sadly, he's not determined at all. If you can somehow get in a mentoring group, you could see one of the best players in world football at a 179 potential ability at just 15 years of age. That is absolutely mental. Elieshe Bensagir, I'm a huge fan of in real life, huge fan of NFM, but again, is in a big old buff to 177 potential ability from around, I think, 150 at the start of the game. So lovely to see him get a big old boost. Very expensive, but is quality. And of course, we're going to touch on the cover star, my favourite player right now, Kobbie Mainoo. Wow, does he look good. He's in a nice little boost in stats. Composure up to 15. Determination is great. For me, it should be even higher, but that is probably the bias of Manchester United in me. 176 potential ability is fantastic, and hopefully we're going to see him at that level in this 7-year save. With 25 years of age, is he still at United? Christ, I hope so. 16k to 50k of Esteval over at Palmeiras, the same team as Endrick and Luis Guilherme. 16 flair, great dribbling, finishing and first touch, great decision making, decent enough pace. Only 16 years of age with a ridiculously cheap value. Just get him in and grow him. He could be a superstar. And next up is a man from Celta Vigo from Sweden is Vilot Sviderberg. This guy is a centre mid, cam, left wing striker, CDM, right winger. Absolutely fantastic. Signed from Hammarby just last season. Very well rounded, very big value, but looks absolutely fantastic. Kenyan Yildiz seems to have had a big old upgrade on this game as well. Over at Juventus, signed I believe last season from Bayern Munich. Great determination, flair, technique. He has never looked this good in my saves. I don't know if I'm just missing him, but I do so many rebuilds and I'd like to think I've seen him this good. He looks stupidly good as a striker or a cam. Pablo Barrios is someone that I always find very underwhelming pre-winter update. Hopefully post-winter update, this guy looks fantastic. 169 potential ability, looks brilliant. I'm very excited to get my hands on him. Giacomo Fatancini is a 19-year-old CDM, 17 aggression, 18 determination. I'm getting pure Gattuso vibes. This guy looks absolutely brilliant. Can pass, can tackle. I love it. 6'1" as well, a decent height on him. He could be fantastic and very cheap if you're a top division Premier League club. Could be someone to go ahead and pick up. And then someone that I suppose definitely deserves a mention is Archie Gray. Now, yes, this guy is tipped to be one of the best wonder kids on the game in real life everywhere. Archie Gray is very highly spoken about. 17 years of age. I don't know if I've got a little bit of a worse version of Archie Gray at just 167 potential ability. I wouldn't be surprised if his potential ability ranges from 160 to 190 because he's an absolute stud in real life. And he's just 17 years of age, boss in the championship. We'll see what he's like in 7 years. I'm sure he'll be ridiculous. And the scary thing, he'll only be 24. Will he have more England caps than Kobbie Mainoo? That is an interesting question. Lucas Bergvall. I have been signing him for absolutely ages on FM. He has finally had a big old upgrade. And of course, he is off to Spurs in real life, as we all know, and as he is on FM as well. So we'll see him go there and hopefully he grows into a superstar. 164 potential is much higher than it was previously. His value previously as well was like £1 million. Now 13 million. A superstar cam. We shall see him grow at a ridiculous level. Simon Boubare is a centre mid / cam with 16 finishing, 16 pace, 5'9", tricky little player in the middle. Could be superb. 17 years of age with that value as well. Honestly, subscribe to the channel because the rebuilds coming up are going to be so fun. These Wonder Kids now look so great. And Matteo Prati is an Italian central midfielder as well who looks brilliant, so well-rounded. I can't find a fault with him other than his finishing. He looks great with a value of just 7 to 22 million pounds. But someone with an even smaller value is Guilherme Santos, 950 to 2.8 million pounds. Portuguese centre middle cam, so well-rounded. That price is an absolute joke. Now his potential current ability right now is a lot worse at 85, but if you get him in, you can get him out on loan, you can grow him. He will be a superstar, and someone that I am also very excited to have a big boost is Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer himself now actually looks good on FM. 16 finishing, 16 first touch, 16 technique, 16 balance. He's going to be unstoppable, and I'm very excited to see it as well because pre-winter update, he was horrendous. I mean, we done a Chelsea rebuild about 2 weeks ago, and he was just about contributing. Now he is going to be the superstar in that team at 140 current ability as well, which is very exciting. We'll touch on Oscar Bob in just a second. Oscar Zambrano is someone that is heavily linked with moves to Brighton, Manchester United. Are we going to miss out like another Caicedo? Who knows? 159 potential ability, great decision making, very good player, just 19 years of age, with a stupidly cheap value. He could be great, as well as Hossein Escobar, also from Colombia, even though he's from Ecuador, but from the Colombian league himself. This guy looks brilliant, very well rounded at 18 years of age. So cheap. Hossein Escobar, go and look at him, get him in, so cheap. Rayan Buendia from Ajax has had a massive boost. 16 dribbling, 16 first touch, 16 technique, 17 flair, 16 agility. It's given me very much Kian Fitz gym vibes with them specific stats that are absolutely brilliant. Just needs to grow in every other area. If he does, an absolute superstar in your hands, and so good as well. And Mamadou Sarr we have already touched on, so time to move on to the wingers, which are going to be very exciting. Let's make them all selected. And number one we're going to be looking at is Savio over at Girona. I'm not sure if FM have got his updated move to Manchester City just yet. If not, that'll be dropping at the end of March / early April. A second little update. 17 flair, 17 dribbling, 16 technique, ridiculous physicals. Get him as soon as you can. 7 million, 20 million pounds. Unbelievable upgrade for Savio. He looks simply brilliant. And another one here, Alfonso Moriera. Wow, he is brand new. 600k to 1.8 million. Very good, well-rounded stats. 169 potential, ladies and gentlemen. That's 5 higher than Alejandro Garnacho, a value of 88 million at Manchester United. Garnacho's had a very good current ability boost. Not the biggest potential ability boost. Again, it could be my version of the save, but he still looks absolutely brilliant. Great flair, acceleration, pace, dribbling. He was my star of last year. This year is Kobe Mainu. Very excited to see what he can do. Oscar Bob we shall now touch on. He has had a massive boost. I managed to sign him on loan in League One pre-winter update at Reading. There is no chance now. A 30 million to 90 million pound value. Centre mid, cam, right wing, left wing, striker. He can do it all. Oscar Bob, welcome to FM. You're going to be very much brought now. Herberto Gerardo over at Nextakea. Again, is a brand new player at 18 years of age with great dribbling, great determination, great physicals, and again, super cheap. Moving on to Maniafane Efekile at Cercle Bruges. Great determination, great first touch. I mean, the options are absolutely endless at this point. I believe he's on loan from AS Monaco, which wouldn't surprise me. He is indeed. He looks absolutely brilliant though, and certainly someone to keep an eye out at that stupidly cheap value. Viktor Djukanovic from Hammarby, again, absolutely brilliant. Either wing, absolutely fantastic. A value of 950k to 3 million. Go and pick him up. Do yourself a favour. He looks simply brilliant. And let me know down in the comments as well which superstars you sign and how good they turn out. Obviously, that could take you a couple of weeks to reach, but someone that I'm sure you'll have very fun growing is Nestoroy Irancudia with 16 flair, great physical stats, great finishing. Obviously, moving to Bayern Munich. If he doesn't grow there, pick him up and grow him. At 159 potential, looks brilliant. Nico Paz at Real Madrid has been a bit of a breakout star this season. Again, looks fantastic. Very expensive, obviously, at Real Madrid, but could be a superstar, and 159 potential is great. Matthias Lamboide looks absolutely fantastic. Right winger or striker from Stade de Rennais, 17 years of age with them stats. So well rounded, great finishing, composure, determination and pace. 5'11" as well. Just 4 to 12 million. An absolute bargain right there. And the last one we're going to be showing on the wingers is Enzo Sternau at Marseille. Such a great upgrade. 11 finishing, 15 determination, great physicals, 5'9", right-footed. Absolutely fantastic. Such a small value, but 16 years of age is great. And the final position before we go forward, 7 years, is of course striker. And Junior Krupi is number one that we're going to be touching on. He has had a lovely little boost in terms of current ability, which is great to see. Great finishing, determination, and physicals. If you guys weren't signing him previously, I'm sure you will be now. He's just 17 years of age with a 168 potential. And a brand new guy on the block is George Ilen Kahania. He is French from Antwerp. He looks absolutely brilliant. 16 years of age, a value of 30 million pounds. This guy could be good. He's also left-footed, great finishing, great dribbling, great determination, decent pace. 6'1" at 16 is scary how good he could become. We have also looked at U2. Marc Gui from Barcelona has had a nice little boost as well, which is great to see. £6 million in value is so cheap being at Barcelona as well, so could be someone to pick up. Matailo Savetkovic as well looks great from Kraki in Serbia. Great finishing, great determination, great physicals, 5'9", either-footed as well at £2 million. A bargain. And the last, well, second to last one is Callum Marshall at West Brom. That, you know, UK tax, for example, £20 million potentially, but looks absolutely brilliant. Great stats on him, 5'10". What a stud at just 18 years of age. And finally is Semil Kilikashoy. He's got 17 determination, great natural fitness, 5'9", either-footed, 14 finishing, 12 composure. Wow, 6.6 to 20 million, just a 151 potential, but all players on this shortlist above 150. Let's go and see who is the best in 7 years' time. The year's 2030. Quickly get in the comments down below who you think is going to be the best, and we'll get right into it. So the way to get this shortlist is to join the Discord. The link was going to be down in below. There's going to be a section on the Discord on the FM24 called Shortlists. Go ahead and you can get this shortlist there, because some of these Wonder Kids, they've grown quite well. Adam Wharton is a 179 kind of ability player over at Liverpool now as a DM. His stats are quite good. He played 49 games for Liverpool this season. He has been at Palace for 182 games. Got moved to West Ham, then to Liverpool. Has played 38 caps for England and is our brand new DM at just 26 years of age. He looks absolutely fantastic. And number 2 is that new man, Franco Mastaruano. He has stayed at River Plate for a long old time. Moved to Manchester United. Has played only 11 games. But look at these stats. 19 dribbling, 17 finishing, 17 decisions, 19 flair, ridiculous pace, 6 foot, left-footed, 18 games for United is all he has played, and he's already a 174 potential ability and only 22 years of age. I dread to think what he'll be like at that 179. Michael Kyoto has maxed his potential. Eliashe Benzaguir at 170 at a 177 looks simply fantastic. Absolute stud. I'm not going to go through every single player, but I've got to go through Kobe Mainu. He didn't have quite as many appearances for England as Adam Wharton, 28, just 7 left, but wowzers. Look at them stats. Technique, first touch, composure, vision, ridiculous physicals. My favourite player, 41 games for Manchester United, 207 overall. We'll take that for a 25-year-old Kobe. Welcome to Manchester. Kobe Mainu looks absolutely fantastic. Another one at Manchester United is Samson Baidu from Salzburg. Someone that I'd never heard of is now a Manchester United regular. 133 games, joined here 6 years ago. Now played 59 games this season. Unbelievable positioning, unbelievable physicals. Remember how cheap he was. He looks absolutely fantastic. Trying to find some more cheap players. Alfonso Moreira was a couple of million. He's now at Bayern Munich. 162 million pound value. Ridiculous dribbling, flair, technique, vision, physicals. A fantastic young new player. Alfonso Moreira, go ahead and pick him up. Matteo Prati looks great at Cagliari. 160 out of 160, maxed out. Boy, does he look good as a box-to-box midfielder. We've got Giacomo Facmantini is at Spurs now. I said I liked him at DM. I like him even more at 25 years of age. He looks simply fantastic. Archie Gray sacked off Leeds to Fulham. Isn't that quite funny? Garnacho on loan at Villarreal. Never quite made it to that level at United. And that new boy, Franco Mastaruano, has replaced him. Dragusin at Villarreal. Callum Doyle at Chelsea has grown very well from his days over at Leicester. Fantastic centre-back. Patrick Lanza now at Liverpool from Santos. 51 games there, 43 this season. He looks absolutely fantastic, and again, it's like £2 million at the start. We're not going to go through everyone, like I said, but Jonas Erbig in goal, absolutely fantastic, and our Bundesliga goalkeeper after playing for Thurf, for Cologne, now for Hertha, wanted by the likes of Al Nassr. Of course, it's FM24. Your players have been wanted by Saudi. Semih Gülkasoy is the Turkish that we saw earlier, now at Manchester United. They love these Wonder Kids. 16 dribbling, 16 finishing, yellows everywhere. Looks unbelievable. Gilkashoy at Manchester United, 151 out of 151. Esteval for 51k has now made his way to West Ham. What a player. He looks unbelievable. Aruna Sangate at Bayern Munich, centre-back, fantastic. Alex Vale, the left-back, is at Atletico Madrid, fantastic player. Feel free to pause at any point, of course. Beraldo at Inter Milan looks great, 26 years of age. Tom Roth at Newcastle, 16 crossing, great jump reach, great stamina. Remember, this guy is pretty much the Dan Burn regen for Newcastle. What a player to get in. Hector Fort now at Spurs looks very, very well rounded. Not quite as quick as I remember, but looks absolutely fantastic. Wilfried Söderberg has stayed at Celta. Marquise at Valenciano. Savio is going to fall from grace to join Palmeiras. What happened here, Savio? Why didn't you grow? Nobody knows, but not great. He still looks fantastic and so cheap now at Palmeiras. I'd go and get him. Boyomo has ended up at PSG. What a move for him. He has grown very, very well. Krupi still at Lorient is worrying. Pablo Barrios at Atletico Madrid. And now we're getting to players that haven't reached that potential, such as George Ilakahina still at Antwerp. Pick him up on your saves and tell me how good he gets, because this guy looks outrageous. Still only 23, could get a big move. He is wanted by the likes of Burnley. I mean, fair enough. Get him to Burnley, let him smash it. Hossein Escobar is at Fulham. Matthias Lamboud still at Rennes. Look at the potential behind these guys. Still so much to grow. We are 7 years into the future. Believe it or not, PC is not a NASA spaceship. I wish I could go 15 in this one night, but not quite. There are some players that haven't quite made it yet. Harry Amas is one of them. Not quite there, but there is a long way to go in these players' careers. If you guys have enjoyed this little video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Like I said, you can get the shortlist down below. Make sure to go ahead and support. Like the video. Find these Wonder Kids, use them, have great fun. Good luck for the winter update, and obviously look forward to many rebuilds coming up shortly. I'll speak to you soon.